other videos on this in the past, but for one reason or another, salespeople still struggle on knowing what services to sell. Okay, they get stuck on what their offer is going to be, whether someone's going to buy it or not. So in this video, I'm going to break down what you need to know to craft the perfect offer unique to you. Okay, you don't want to take someone else's offer and try to sell what someone else is selling. Again, that's also how you become a commodity, but you want to have your own thing that someone else cannot copy or is very hard to copy, right? And you do this in a certain way that's unique only to you, to your experience, so on and so forth. And that's what I'm going to break down in this video today. So subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good noise, and let's dive in. So creating your unique offer as a sales rep, there's three main things we're going to focus on here. And this is, again, going to be a short video, but your passion, also experience, skills, and problems. All right, so let's break these down one by one. Passion, industries or niches, number one, that you have experience in, or number 2, 3, and 4 are these three things. All right, you have to go after industries that, number one, are easy to find. Okay, they're out there. If you're doing organic outreach, you can find them. If you're doing paid media, you can find them. Next, you want to focus on whether or not they have the purchasing power. You don't want to be targeting a niche or industry that is paycheck to paycheck, is barely scraping by, so on and so forth. You want to be targeting people who have the purchasing power of buying your product or buying your service at any given time. And then you have your TAM. It has to be your addressable market has to be a little bit over 30% at the minimum. All right. If you're not 30%, I'm sorry, 30,000. Right. If your total addressable market is under 30,000, eventually you will run out of prospects. Right. So if you have 50,000, 100,000, ideal. Higher than that, obviously ideal. But anything below 30,000 is not an industry or niche you want to pursue. And then you want to plug in your past experience. Right? If you have past experience in sales, real estate or real estate sales or car sales, pursue that. If you have past experience in fitness, pursue that, right? Especially if you're building a service offer and you're building, a sales agency offer. Ideally, that's what you want to do. You want to target the industry you have experience in. All right. Next, the experience part pours right over into the skill section of this. Right? So number one, what is your current skill set? This is going to come from your past experience, right? Next, what are some of the learnable skills that you can actually acquire, right? I'll give you my example. So I was in high ticket sales before I started my sales agency. These were the skills I was missing. The only thing I knew was sales, right? As a closer, getting on calls, doing follow-ups, I'm doing the end of day reports, I'm doing the admin work. I'm just sitting around when no shows happen, so on and so forth. I knew sales, right? I was learning sales. I was taking mentors to improve myself in sales, so on and so forth. What I did not know, these were learnable skills for me, but at the time didn't really matter until I decided to build a sales agency, was marketing, operations and systems, and lead gen and recruiting. And there's others as well, but these will be the main one in my example, building out a sales agency. Right? I already had the sales, but I was missing these. So what I did is went out and got those skills, and that became the sales agency offer. I also hired people that right now for our partners, they solve these problems that I cannot solve. And our team members, we have COOs, CMOs that solve these problems. But point being, whatever skills I know I can learn or I can acquire or I can pay someone to deliver for my clients, I'm going to go get those. Right? The more things you can solve for your prospects, the more problems you can solve for your prospects, the more valuable your offer or your service is going to be. And that leads us to the next thing, the problems. First and foremost, you have to find out what the clear and identifiable problems of your prospects are. All right, like the glaringly obvious ones. Once you find those, you have two different things to bring together, which goes right here. Your current skill set, and then the skill set you can either acquire or you can pay people to acquire, or you can sort of delegate that skill set. You can use someone else's labor to cover that skill set, right? Which is basically building a team And then you provide the solution. You're clear on the problem, you identify the problem, and you can provide a solution with your skill set as well as either hired skill set, acquired skill set, or learned skill set, right? And you combine these three, is that's the foundation of whatever it is that you're going to sell. That should be the foundation of your offer, right? And a simplistic diagram here will be this here. Okay, industries you're passionate about or you have past experience in, it will be one circle. Skills you have or can learn or can delegate or acquire will be the second circle. And then the problems your market has and your old or new, right, acquirable skills can actually solve. Combine these three circles. Right here is going to be your golden offer. That is the one you should go to market with. That is the one you should build the rest of your business on, your offer on, because that will have longevity. That will have a higher LTV for your prospects, so on and so forth. So this is how you go about creating your unique offer that's unique only to you, because this has your skill sets involved in it. It has your past experience involved in it, your industry involved in it, and your market research and the skills you're going to acquire, all involved in this. And that's it for this one. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.